Have you ever seen someone on TikTok say they made $1 million with crypto while sitting on a beach in Bali? Yeah, us too. But let's be real. Can you actually make money with crypto? Or is it just a bunch of hype, memes, and millionaires who got lucky? In this video, we're breaking it all down, the good, the bad, and the slightly weird, in plain English. No technical mumbo-jumbo, just simple explanations, fun analogies, and honest answers. So if you're crypto curious but don't want to get scammed, stick around. Let's start with the big question. Why does everyone talk about getting rich with crypto? Well, imagine it's the 1800s and there's a gold rush. People are running to California with shovels, pickaxes, and dreams of striking it rich. That's kind of what happened with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. In the early days, Bitcoin was worth less than a penny. Seriously, you could have bought a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoins. Someone actually did that. That pizza is now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Hope it had extra cheese. Fast forward a few years and boom, Bitcoin went from being internet nerd money to a global headline. People who got in early made crazy amounts of money. And that success story spread like wildfire. But here's the thing, just like in the gold rush, most people didn't strike gold. Many lost money, some made a little, and only a tiny few hit the jackpot. So can you make money with crypto? Yes. But the better question is, how? Let's break it down into 4 main ways people try to make money with crypto. Buying and holding, aka HODLing, trading, staking and earning interest, finding new projects, or NFTs early. We'll cover each of these with real examples, and we'll also talk about the risks most people don't hear about. But before we dive into that, let's pause and ask, why does crypto even have value? Good question. The short answer is, people believe it does. Think of money like trading cards. If everyone agrees that a shiny Charizard is worth $100, it becomes worth $100. Crypto works similarly. It's a mix of supply and demand, belief, and limited supply. Bitcoin, for example, has a cap of 21 million coins. That's it. No more can ever be created. That scarcity is part of what makes it valuable. Yes, you can make money with crypto, but it's not a magic ATM. It's more like the Wild West. Some people strike gold, others lose their boots. So, we'll look at the most common way people try to make money with crypto, buying and holding, and whether it actually works. What happens when you HODL, and what could go wrong? Alright, let's talk about the strategy that everyone seems to mention, buying and holding, or as the internet likes to say, HODLing. Yes, that's a real thing. It started as a typo in a forum, and crypto people just rolled with it. So how does it work? It's simple. You buy some crypto, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then you wait. That's it. You don't sell when it goes down. You don't panic when everyone says crypto is dead. You just hold on to it like a stubborn raccoon with a shiny coin. The idea is that, over time, the value will go up. And to be fair, it has worked for some people. If you bought $100 of Bitcoin back in 2015, you'd be sitting on tens of thousands of dollars today. That's like finding a winning lottery ticket in your couch. But, and this is important, the keyword here is time. Crypto prices are like a roller coaster. One day they're up 30%. The next day they crash. Then they bounce back. Then they crash again. It's not for the faint of heart. It's more like emotional CrossFit. Some people can handle that. Others panic and sell too early. That's where many lose money. Not because the coin was bad, but because they got scared and sold during a dip. So if you want to HODL, you need patience, strong nerves, and probably a hobby that doesn't involve checking your phone every 3 minutes. Now, what about trading? You've probably seen those charts with green and red candles, and people saying stuff like, I made $500 today flipping Solana. Sounds cool, right? Well, here's the truth. Trading is like trying to predict the weather in a desert. It changes fast, and unless you really know what you're doing, you're more likely to lose money than make it. Most new traders end up making a few bucks and then losing way more. It's kind of like going to Vegas. You might win at first, but the house usually wins in the end. That's not to say people can't make money trading crypto. Some do, but they've often spent years learning the ropes, studying charts, and making tons of mistakes. So if you're a beginner, it's usually smarter to avoid day trading and focus on learning the basics first. Alright, so far we've covered 2 ways people try to make money: buying and hodling, a long-term strategy; trading, a short-term gamble, unless you're a pro. But what if you could make money just by holding your crypto? Like, literally earning rewards while doing nothing? That brings us to something called staking. Yes, HODLing can work, but only if you're patient and don't freak out when prices drop. Trading might look exciting, but it's risky, especially if you're new. We'll look at staking, earning interest, and how some people make passive income with crypto without lifting a finger. Let's talk about a buzzword that sounds too good to be true: staking. Sounds kind of like barbecue, right? But no, in crypto, staking means locking up your coins to help run a blockchain network and getting rewarded for it. Imagine you own a vending machine. Every time someone uses it, you get a little cut of the money. That's kind of what staking is. You let the crypto network use your coins, and in return, it pays you a little bit back, kind of like interest from a bank. For example, if you stake some ethereum, you might earn 4 to 5% per year. That's way better than a typical savings account. And you didn't even have to do anything. Sounds awesome, right? Well, there's a catch. There's always a catch. Sometimes, when you stake, your crypto is locked up. That means if prices suddenly crash, you can't sell your coins until the lock period ends. It's like watching your ice cream melt through a glass box. You can see it happening, but you can't stop it. Also, staking rewards are often paid in more crypto. If that crypto drops in value, your rewards might not be worth much. So while staking can give you passive income, it's still tied to the ups and downs of the market. Now, there's another easy money promise floating around: finding new projects early, like new tokens, meme coins, or NFTs before they blow up. This is where things get tricky. Imagine your friend says, "Hey, I just found the next Bitcoin," and sends you a link to a coin called Fluffy Coin. You buy it for $100, and a week later, it's worth 5 cents. Oof. Yes, there are people who made big money this way. They bought into Dogecoin or Shiba Inu at the right time and it exploded. But for every success story, there are thousands of random coins that go absolutely nowhere. It's like trying to pick the next superstar singer from a karaoke night. Most sound okay, some are awful, and maybe one turns out to be Beyoncé. So yes, you can make money by getting in early, but it's mostly luck, timing, and a lot of guessing. And unfortunately, the crypto space is also full of scams pretending to be the next big thing. So what have we learned? Let's wrap it up. Yes, you can make money with crypto through hodling, trading, staking, or getting in early. But every method has risks. A lot of risks. If you're new, start small, do your research, and never invest money you can't afford to lose. Crypto isn't a magic money machine. It's more like the Wild West, full of opportunities, but also full of tumbleweeds and traps. If this video helped make things clearer, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-nonsense crypto explainers, and stick around. You can leave a question in the comments about what you'd like to learn next. I'll pick the comment with the most likes. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay curious, stay careful, and stay weird.